Randall Hughes with GodGlorified.com, and we're reading for May the 20th from the Reese Chronological Bible, and we'll be beginning at 1 Chronicles chapter 27 and verse 23. But David took not the number of them from 20 years old and under, because Yahweh had said he would increase Israel like to the stars of the heavens. Joab the son of Zeruiah began to number, but he finished not, because there fell wrath for it against Israel. Neither was the number put in the account of the Chronicles of King David. Now back to 2 Samuel 24, verse 10. And David's heart smote him after that he had numbered the people. And David said unto Yahweh, I have sinned greatly in that I have done, and now I beseech thee, O Yahweh, take away the iniquity of thy servant, for I have done very foolishly. For when David was up in the morning, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto the prophet Gad, David's seer, saying, Go and say unto David, Thus saith Yahweh, I offer thee 3 things. Choose thee one of them, that I may do it unto thee. So Gad came to David and told him, and said unto him, Shall 7 years of famine come unto thee in thy land? Or wilt thou flee 3 months before thine enemies while they pursue thee? Or that there be 3 days pestilence in thy land? Now advise and see what answer I shall return to him that sent me. And David said unto Gad, I am in a great strait. Let us fall now into the hand of Yahweh, for his mercies are great, and let me not fall into the hand of man. And now 1 Chronicles 21, verses 7 through 13. And God was displeased with this thing, therefore he smote Israel. And David said unto God, I have sinned greatly, because I have done this thing. But now I beseech thee, do away the iniquity of thy servant, for I have done very foolishly. And Yahweh spake unto Gad, David's seer, saying, Go and tell David, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, I offer thee 3 things. Choose thee one of them, that I may do it unto thee. So Gad came to David, and said unto him, Thus saith Yahweh, Choose thee either 3 years famine, or 3 months to be destroyed before thy foes, while that the sword of thine enemies overtaketh thee, or else 3 days the sword of Yahweh, even the pestilence in the land, and the angel of Yahweh destroying throughout all the coast of Israel. Now therefore advise thyself what word I should bring again to him that sent me. And David said unto him, Gad, I am in a great strait. Let me fall now into the hand of Yahweh, for very great are his mercies, but let me not fall into the hand of man. Back to 2 Samuel chapter 24, verse 15 and following. And Yahweh sent a pestilence upon Israel from the morning even to the time appointed, and there died of the people from Dan even to Bathsheba 70,000 men. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, Yahweh repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed the people, It is enough. Stay now thine hand. And the angel of Yahweh was by the threshing place of Araunah the Jebusite. And David spake unto Yahweh when he saw the angel that smote the people, and said, Lo, I have sinned, and I have done wickedly. But these sheep, what have they done? Let thine hand, I pray thee, be against me, and against my father's house. Now back to 2 Chronicles 21, verses 14 to 17. So Yahweh sent pestilence upon Israel, and there fell in Israel 70,000 men. And God sent an angel unto Jerusalem to destroy it, and as he was destroying, Yahweh beheld, and he repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed, It is enough. Stay now thine hand. And the angel of Yahweh stood by the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. And David lifted up his eyes, and saw the angel of Yahweh stand between the earth and the heaven, having a drawn sword in his hand, stretched out over Jerusalem. Then David and the elders of Israel, who were clothed in sackcloth, fell upon their faces. And David said unto God, Is it not I that commanded the people to be numbered? Even I it is that have sinned and done evil indeed. But as for these sheep, what have they done? Let thine hand, I pray thee, O Yahweh my God, be on me and on my father's house, but not on thy people, that they should be plagued. Back to 2 Samuel 24, verses 18 and following. And Gad came that day to David and said unto him, Go up, rear an altar unto Yahweh in the threshing floor of Araunah the Jebusite. And David, according to the saying of Gad, went up as Yahweh commanded. And Araunah looked and saw the king and his servants coming on toward him. And Araunah went out and bowed himself before the king on his face upon the ground. And Araunah said, Wherefore is my lord the king come to his servant? And David said, To buy the threshing floor of thee, to build an altar unto Yahweh, that the plague may be stayed from the people. And Araunah said unto David, Let my lord the king take and offer up what seemeth good unto him. Behold, here be oxen for burnt sacrifices, and threshing instruments, and other instruments of the oxen for wood. All these things did Araunah as a king give unto the king. And Araunah said unto the king, Yahweh thy God accept thee. And the king said unto Araunah, Nay, but I will surely buy it of thee of a price. Neither will I offer burnt offerings unto Yahweh my God of that which doth cost me nothing. So David bought the threshing floor and the oxen for 50 shekels of silver. And David built there an altar unto Yahweh, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. So Yahweh was entreated for the land, and the plague was stayed from Israel. Now back to 1 Chronicles chapter 21, beginning at verse 18 through 30. Then the angel of Yahweh commanded Gad to say to David, that David should go up and set up an altar unto Yahweh in the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. And David went up at the saying of Gad, which he spake in the name of Yahweh. And Ornan turned back and saw the angel and his 4 sons with him hid themselves. Now Ornan was threshing wheat. And as David came to Ornan, Ornan looked and saw David and went out of the threshing floor and bowed himself to David and his face to the ground. Then David said to Ornan, Grant me the place of this threshing floor, that I may build an altar therein unto Yahweh. Thou shalt grant it me for the full price, that the plague may be stayed from the people. And Ornan said unto David, Take it to thee, and let my lord the king do that which is good in his eyes. Lo, I give thee the oxen also for burnt offerings, and the threshing instruments for wood, and the wheat for the meat offering. I give it all. And King David said to Ornan, Nay, but I will verily buy it for the full price, for I will not take that which is thine for Yahweh, nor offer burnt offerings without cost. So David gave to Ornan for the place 600 shekels of gold by weight. And David built there an altar unto Yahweh, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings, and called upon Yahweh. And he answered him from heaven by fire upon the altar of burnt offering. And Yahweh commanded the angel, and he put up his sword again into the sheath thereof. At that time, when David saw that Yahweh had answered him in the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite, then he sacrificed there. For the tabernacle of Yahweh, which Moses made in the wilderness, and the altar of the burnt offering, were at that season in the high place at Gibeon. But David could not go before it to inquire of God, for he was afraid because of the sword of the angel of Yahweh. Next, we'll go to Psalm 30. And it reads, I will extol thee, O Yahweh, for thou hast lifted me up, and hast not made my foes to rejoice over me. O Yahweh my God, I cried unto thee, and thou hast healed me. O Yahweh, thou hast brought up my soul from the grave. Thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit. Sing unto Yahweh, O ye saints of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. For his anger endureth but a moment. In his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. And in my prosperity I said, I shall never be moved. Yahweh, by thy favor thou hast made my mountains to stand strong. Thou didst hide thy face, and I was troubled. I cried to thee, O Yahweh, and unto Yahweh I made supplication. What profit is there in my blood when I go down to the dust, to the pit? Shall the dust praise thee? Shall it declare thy truth? Hear, O Yahweh, and have mercy upon me. Yahweh, be thou my helper. Thou hast turned for me my mourning into dancing. Thou hast put off my sackcloth and girded me with gladness, to the end that my glory may sing praise to thee, and not be silent. O Yahweh my God, I will give thanks unto thee forever. Psalms 33. Rejoice in Yahweh, O ye righteous, for praise is comely for the upright. Praise Yahweh with harp. Sing unto him with the psaltery and an instrument of 10 strings. Sing unto him a new song. Play skillfully with a loud noise, for the word of Yahweh is right, and all his works are done in truth. He loveth righteousness and judgment. The earth is full of the goodness of Yahweh. By the word of Yahweh were the heavens made, and all the host of them by the breath of his mouth. He gathered the waters of the sea together as an heap. He layeth up the deep in storehouses. Let all the earth fear Yahweh. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spake, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast. Yahweh bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people to none effect. The counsel of Yahweh standeth forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations. Blessed is the nation whose God is Yahweh, and the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance. Yahweh looketh from heaven. He beholdeth all the sons of men. From the place of his habitation he looked upon all the inhabitants of the earth. He fashioned their hearts alike. He considereth all their works. There is no king save by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. An horse is a vain thing for safety, neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. Behold, the eye of Yahweh is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waiteth for Yahweh. He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. Let thy mercy, O Yahweh, be upon us, according as we hope in thee. And we're going to read the 131st Psalm. Yahweh, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty, neither do I exercise myself in great matters or in things too high for me. Surely I have behaved and quieted myself as a child that is weaned of his mother, and my soul is even as a weaned child. Let Israel hope in Yahweh from henceforth and forever. And that's going to conclude our reading for today, for May the 20th. God bless you.